Hi there, guys, and welcome to another podcast of It's Football, Not Soccer. I'm joined today by Tope.
You right there?
And Jack.
Hi, guys.
And obviously I'm Michael. Today we're going to be talking about the success of Wales and Northern Ireland and how they've recently qualified for the 2016 Euros in France. Let's start off with Northern Ireland. Great achievement, obviously, the first time they've qualified for over 30 years.
Yeah.
What do you think of how they've done, Jack?
To be honest, I think it was remarkable. I mean, if you'd have talked about the teams that were going to qualify out of like the home nations, I'd have probably gone with England. I'd have gone for like Scotland and Northern Ireland and Republic of Ireland. Albeit Northern Ireland had a relatively easy group with Greece as a top seed, and as we know, they didn't do overly well. But all credit to like the players in that team, because the majority of them are like championship players. I mean, Carl Lafferty went off to like Turkey or somewhere.
Can't get in the Norwich team. Well, can't even get on their bench.
This is it, and it's how they sort of come together as a team to play against the rest of the team to just make it through to the Euros. I think it's quite amazing.
I think it's a telling point that, like what you said, most of them are playing in like the championship teams, and when they go to, their home country, there's that sense of pride to really perform for their country. And maybe that's what's been wrong with the English teams in the past, that because they're playing for these big clubs, that it's obviously it's an achievement, but
it's expected.
You know what I mean? But so all credit, I want to take the focus of England, and all credit to Northern Ireland. I think they won't. Their fans will be, joyful, and they won't go to France just for the invitation. They'll give it a good go.
I think it's a great example to everyone out there that what team spirit can do for you. And the new manager's come in, and he's obviously rallied the troops, and they've performed for him and performed for their country and performed for themselves as a group and individuals. And that team spirit has taken them through, and to finish top of the group as well is a great achievement. And the same can be said for Wales as we move on to them. Chris Coleman's come in, he's got a good group. They've Gary Speed started the process, but he's really taken it over, and they've gone through massively now. And with a world-class player with Gareth Bale and some top players such as Aaron Ramsey around another good squad, even though that said lots of championship players. Team spirit, you can see the togetherness after they win a game, how they run over to each other, and it's great to see that.
And it's not just the Gareth Bale factor as well. I mean, they did, I know they conceded 2 goals against Bosnia, but their defensive record before that was excellent.
Yeah.
So I think it's a credit to all the players there that they managed to perform the way they did.
No, absolutely. All credit to Wales, and Bale obviously provided so much for what it was about. But I just want to sort of ask the question, is that because the Euros have changed the format and it's expanded, do we think that these teams would have perhaps done the same if it wasn't quite as easy to get into the Euros?
I think so. I think they've shown it.
Obviously it depends on the group.
Because Wales, I think they had a tough group. They had Belgium, who've recently gone to number 1 in the rankings. Bosnia.
That's number 1.
After the weekend.
And they got 4 points from them as well. 1-1 and drew 1.
Bosnia, they're a good team. So I think they've done really well to Israel also. They're a decent team. So they've done well to qualify. Northern Ireland, I think they probably, when they saw their group, they would have probably been fairly happy with it.
Definitely.
There's no one outstanding, but Romania, they've got experience in major competitions. Greece won it back in 2004. So I think they've got their own merit. They haven't breezed through. They've had some teams there that have been hard to beat with experience in these competitions of qualifying, and they've gone and performed and outperformed most of them.
I just want to have a quick mention to Scotland, who unfortunately didn't make the cut this time. What do you think is going to happen to Gordon Strachan in that team?
Well, I think you could see by the following they got in Gibraltar in their last game, thousands of Scots went over there to support their team, and they were singing the praise of Gordon Strachan. So I think they need to keep him, all the chopping and changing, especially international level when you don't get to be with the players a lot. I think Scotland got to accept they haven't qualified for a tournament for a while. It's competitive, so they've just got to keep at it, and I think they'd stick by him.
Didn't they beat Germany as well?
They lost to Germany. They lost
I
to
think
Kenya.
there's one game where they
That was Republic of Ireland beat them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But then again, you can compare it. I mean, you take a look at Scotland not making the cut and Holland didn't make the cut either.
Yeah,
Exactly, that was a
And
shock.
that's a shock. And this is meant to be an easier route, an easier chance for teams.
Well, there's a stat out there that since I think it's 1972, the teams, apart from Germany, every team who's finished third in the World Cup the following year hasn't qualified for the Euros. Teams are in there like Poland, Italy, now Holland.
That's bizarre.
So it's a very bizarre stat. But apart from Germany, so basically, if you're a European team in the World Cup, don't come third, or you won't qualify.
I still wouldn't mind England coming third, to be honest.
Well, anyway, that wraps that up. Again, congratulations to both of those teams and commiserations to Scotland, and hopefully maybe Republic of Ireland can get through their qualifier as well. But thanks for listening, guys. Let us know what you think. Let us know how you think Republic of Ireland will get on, and also how Northern Ireland and Wales will get on, as well as England in France. But thanks for listening. Remember to like, subscribe and comment, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah, see you guys.
Cheers, guys.